Today is about recognizing and living from the very real power that flows through us. So let's begin with a few statements that will raise our awareness of this power. We'll say each affirmation on the screen just once, but with enthusiasm, okay? All together now. I am powerful, loving, and beautifully balanced. I see all people as divine and worthy of love. I am responsible for elevating my vibration and my life. I am a powerful co-creator. I am amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Our speaker today, as I already mentioned, is Reverend Marilyn Knipp. You've heard it said, we are all just walking each other home. Well, our speaker back in the 90s, according to my Google research, once wrote, we are a team. We look after each other. We are all in the same boat. Reverend Marilyn, as many of you know, is very relatable and offers many from-the-heart insights, which she presents in a way that is both humble and accessible to all. We cannot wait to hear what you have to share with us today, Marilyn. Please, everyone, join me in giving a warm, warm welcome to Reverend Marilyn Knipp.
And I'm delighted to be here. You know, it was a long time that I did not speak because I thought I'm finished. I don't have any more to say. And the neat thing is that coming back occasionally has given me the opportunity to reread some of the things I thought I knew. And I go, I can't even remember, seeing this or hearing this. So I feel like it's really giving me a chance to deepen, and I appreciate that. So thank you for inviting me to be part of your community, for sure. Appreciate it. And if you'd like to join me in just a few moments now to be still and know that God is right here. It's right where you are. And if your eyes are open, or if you would like to open them, we can look around and go, see how God showed up today. Pretty amazing, isn't it? And then perhaps go inside and go the same thing. See how God showed up today. In amazement, in love, in power, and in joy. All the time we've spent looking outside of ourselves for fulfillment, for having the things we want them to be the way we want them. The place we will always find that is right here and right now, right where we are. And so we come together to celebrate this and to know the truth that sets us free. To know the truth that God is right where I am. To know that I am. And if we'd like to take just a moment now, personally acknowledge who we are. To see ourselves as strong, beautiful, and to know that right where we are is all the power we will ever need. The wellspring of God. And now in these next few moments, we can just be still. And know who we are. I give thanks for this time of knowing the truth. The truth that sets each of us free. And we claim it and celebrate it and let that joy live through us. And so it is. Amen.
In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start my day, knowing good is on the way. I am claiming perfect health, love and laughter, friends and wealth. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. With conviction undeterred and power of the spoken word, take my life and redefine. Break the shackles of my mind. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. I lift my thoughts to higher ground, knowing miracles are all around. Each day unfolds just as it should when I'm focusing on the good. Life is filled with opportunity. I wonder what good is coming to me. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing.
Yay, Nathan. That was good. That was really nice. Wow. So power. Power is not a word that I'm easier with love or with spirit, but power, it's like, and I don't know whether it's as a woman, I've had to learn to be powerful and nobody's going to mess with me, and, I can walk on dark streets. I always have a dog, and I always have a bag of dog poop with me. It's my weapon for sure, Power, power, power. So when I was asked what I wanted to talk about, I thought, well, let's just go for power and see what happens. And so I've had some amazing lessons, and it seems like it got down to, I am powerful when I get out of my own way. It comes with the package, doesn't it? So I'm going to share, it's like, yeah, I got it. So I'm going to share some things that I've observed, for a couple of weeks, just about this journey of what is power and what am I to do? It's like, I don't know how many years I'm going to be on the planet. I'm going to be as long as I can, but I want to make the best of it. I want to have a great life and just do outrageous things, and so to do that, it seems like I need to know that I am powerful. So one of the things that happened to me in these last couple of weeks was I was meeting with some friends at a coffee shop. And we were sitting there, and of course the story gets around to the US elections, and of course the bombing going on in Israel, and we're going, what are we to do as conscious people with all of this? And about that time, we were in depth going, searching our souls, what are we to do? And somebody walked by. This is God in action. Somebody walked by and said, you don't need to worry about saving the planet. You don't need to worry about saving the world. You just might work on saving yourself. And I went, whoa. That's the hard part almost, with the world and everything. I can go, well, I don't know how to do it. Saving yourself. And so I thought about that for a while. And I think saving myself, and I think he's absolutely right on. It was one of those God moments, that just kind of drops in. And I think that saving myself is learning who I am, to learning what I stand for, to learn. And so the question that, came to me is, who do I think I am? Just who do I think I am? Now, it helps to come to Unity and places like that and do the reading, because we do a lot of those I am statements, right? So we've got that, I'm powerful and I'm strong. I've been doing those for years. Do I have it yet? Hopefully I'm making, little strides, but, I do them and then something else comes along. But it's like the question that I wanted to live with is who am I? Who am I? Who do I think I am? Because we know we have the ability to think and to choose. Who do I think I am? Who do I choose to be? The interesting thing about this question is when drivers drive by me and cut in close, I often say, well, who do you think you are? Do any of you do that? Or walking on the streets now, because I walk a lot on the street, and somebody goes real close and splashes water all over me. I don't care about me, but I care about Babs. And the first thing I want to think about, well, who do you think you are that you can get away with that? And it's like all of this spiritual stuff, it seems like we've got to turn it back around and look at ourselves and go, who do I think that I am? if I want to be all that I can be and be powerful. That's the deal. So, experiment. We get to experiment with this stuff. A couple weeks ago, I was making my monthly trip to Bellingham to buy cheap groceries. And I live by the border, and I got the Nexus pass and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking about this, and I thought, okay, who do I think I am today? And I went, I am God having the human experience of being Marilyn. Try it on. I thought it was so clever to come up with that. I am God having the human experience of being Marilyn. Okay, that's cool. Get in my car, Nexus, nobody in front of me, traffic, no, and I'm going. But this time I did not turn the radio on because I wanted to, go, I am God being Marilyn, having a human experience as Marilyn. I wanted to keep that. I usually have JR FM, the country and western, singing along about losing my love and, all those wonderful country and western songs. And so I got to Bellingham, went to the grocery store, got the stuff. I have my list, which of course I lose in the store, have my list. I'm at the self-check payout deal. And I'm getting ready, and I realize I don't have my wallet. Now, inside this wallet is my passport, my Nexus pass, driver's license, and I'm, immediately think about how am I even going to get back into Canada without any of that? Wallet is gone. And so I had a momentary flash, okay, I am God, living life, having the experience, the human experience of being Marilyn. So I walk over to the guy, they always have somebody there, and I said, I don't know, I don't have any money, I don't have my wallet now. And my backpack was just flat, there was nothing in it. And so I started out the door, and a guy follows me out, and he said, wait a minute. He said, come with me. And he had his charge card in his hand. And he said, I'll pay for your groceries. I should have told him it was like $300. It was $38.72, but with no wallet. And he goes, I'm paying it forward. And I went, whoa. Well, and he didn't want anything. He didn't even want my body for that. Come on. It's my beauty that God. No, he was so great. And so he did his charge card. They let me out, and the first thing I'm going to the car to see if by any chance I left my wallet there. And he was following me, he was doing his thing, but then he was going down the sidewalk, and I just said, I'm going to go find my wallet. Thank you so much. And he just said, it was such a pleasure to pay it forward. Well, where did I find the wallet? Right on the seat. And I went, is that amazing? And just to have the idea that I, Marilyn Knipp, who screws up so often, leaves things and can't find them. Wow. I even had some dog treats up here, and I don't know where I put them down, but I am God having the experience of being human as Marilyn. I went, whoa, this is cool, and everything was okay. Got my wallet, got the Nexus card and all that kind of stuff. So one of the main reasons I went down is I needed new jeans. This is really important shopping, isn't it? I hang out with dogs most of the time and wear jeans all the time, but I'm very fussy. I like boot cut. Please, don't give me those skinny things anymore. Boot cut. And, I want them to fit just tight enough so you can fill in the blanks. The booty shows just a little bit, just enough. And so I went to my favorite store, which sells and I don't pay big money for this, so I went to my favorite store, and I'm going through the jeans, where are the boot cuts, which ones fit me and my size. What did I find? I found a $40 boot cut, just the right length that fit me perfectly, on sale for $9. I am spirit, having the experience, the human experience of being Marilyn. I went, whoo, that's true now. This could be fun. And so I do a little more shopping, but this is so cool. I looked up, and all of a sudden, there was a big billboard. I was down by Bellis Fair Mall, big billboard that said, "Your adventure has just begun." And I go, there's God, isn't it? There's that message. There's that message for me. So I went, amen. If this is what it's like to claim for myself, to identify myself, to think about myself, not as, and the regular Marilyn was okay, but there were a lot of things, more things I wanted to do, to claim for me, to say, I am God, having the human experience of being Marilyn. And I thought, I'm doing this, man. This is really cool. So I get home, and home settles in, and I totally forget about all of this wonderful thing. But I have had the experience. And so as I was thinking about today and having the opportunity to mull this over and think about what I thought about power, I thought, power is about who we identify ourselves, how we identify ourselves. Because God and power and joy, it's hard for me to, I'm still going, the tendency is still thinking that it's outside of me and I have to open up to let it in. But the truth is, it's part of our DNA. And it's waiting there to be recognized. One of my favorite books, and I didn't bring it with me, is Emmanuel's book, and I love it because it is so simple. And he says in there that those of us on the planet right now, and I don't know whether you believe this, but it makes sense to me, we're stopping at this level of consciousness to remember who we are. And that's what being in this world is about. It's so much easier to start fixing other people or, saying what's wrong with the government. And I love being in Canada. I don't hear so much about what's wrong with the government up here. I grew up in the U.S. Oh, dear. Yeah, we don't know. Oh, no, it's perfect, isn't it? And see, there, I lost it right there for sure. Wow. So, what I think is it's a good thing to ask ourselves, who do I think I am? We got a choice. Who do I think I am right now? Am I strong? And am I healthy? Because it's all about getting that really locked into our mind that I am powerful because I am God having a human experience. And it doesn't take anything away from the human experience because it's all one. It's time for me to learn this and to live this. I brought something from Ernest Holmes' book, and I know that Ernest Holmes and the Fillmores, I don't know the Fillmores as well and the writings as well as I know Ernest Holmes. And so I have a textbook here of Ernest Holmes that, as I was looking up power, it just spoke so much to my heart. And the amazing thing is, I have this circled in pen for God knows how long ago, so I got into it then, but I totally forgot it. So you're giving me the opportunity, or, God is giving me the opportunity to do this again. It says, it is through the revelation of the self to the self. It is through the revelation of knowing myself as God that one understands life, that we approach the power which is the heart of God. So he's saying again that it is knowing the self to the self, or being open to the self is when we can truly approach the power which is the heart of God. This comes through a recognition of the unity of the individual with the Spirit back of us, in, through, and all of us. So true power comes with the recognition of who we are. And it's so much easier to get really involved with who you are, or what I think you should be. I can remember my mom, it's interesting to get this phrase again, who do I think I am? Because my mom, when I was doing anything, I remember her one time telling her, Mom, I'm going to travel around the world. And she goes, just who do you think you are that you could even do something like that? And at that time, I did not understand that right there, that was the power. But it was like I was put down thinking that I could do it. I see some of you shaking your heads, so you understand this, isn't it? So now it's up for us to stand there and look in the mirror, whatever we do, and go, who do I think I am? It's a hard question for me sometimes because I can't find the words. Even the word power, we're having to redefine this power. It seems like power before has been used by power over something, or I need to be powerful to protect myself, or, and the power to certainly make things happen, but a lot of it was about, for me, the power to protect myself. But to redefine those words and even redefine God, I'm embarrassed after all this time. It's still, sometimes it's easier to talk to God out there. Guess what? It's right here, right now, and will be. Emma Curtis Hopkins, known as the teacher of teacher, and I love her because she wore long dresses and her hair in a bun and just did not put up with any disagreement. You can feel, I was going to use another word there, but a disagreement. And she said, on the spiritual journey, what we must learn to do is to keep the high watch. So I'm on the computer. I love now, the computer, you can tune in anything. And I look up High Watch, and this made me laugh. High Watch is a list of movies which are really good to watch while you're high. Isn't that good? Woo, right. But when I got, I scrolled down, I'm going, is there anything that the High Watch? Emma Curtis Hopkins talked a lot about the High Watch. And she was saying that it's almost like after a while, you get to develop a third eye here. You guys may be further along in this than I am. I know my third eye is here, and some people put a red dot there, but that's about all I know. But it's like you've got to learn to see the world beyond what seems to be, or you have the option to do that. There's no gotta, but you have the option to see yourself from the high watch. And she said, it's where you know that God is everywhere present. So it's like keeping the high watch, for sure. And just when I was really getting into Emma Curtis Hopkins, and I'm going, most of it I cannot understand. I kid you not. Some of you probably can. She's talking about things that I don't even know that. I pick up the phone, which I don't usually do because I'm very busy, and it was a call from BC Guide Dog. And the guy, the trainer who I know, said he just wanted to let me know that Babs was being called. I have known this is going to happen. I'm doing this because it will happen. But all I could do was cry. I could just cry. And, and he told me, about getting her stuff together. And I bring her to the office tomorrow at 1. And they will take her there. The neat thing, what I said to him is, I just need to know that she's going to really be treated well. And what I know about the whole organization is they really want them treated better than I treat her now. It's just that I have to let go. And so as soon as I hung up the phone, I went, crying. Oh, God, my face is getting swollen. Oh, my gosh. And that idea of the high watch came back to me. And I'd like to say, I don't know where this came from, but the phrase was, I am peace. And so I went from, crying, and it doesn't mean that tears have totally, but that's when we get to say who we are, when we get to choose what we are, to know that I am peace, and I know the best for her. She's going to transform someone's life. And I am so happy that I had any part in that. So when we begin to know that we are more than this physical reality. As a matter of fact, Emma Curtis Hopkins, who I can't stop talking about, she calls this, looking at all this stuff we're going through, she said it's like looking at dust. Isn't that amazing? Now, I'm not ready for that part yet. But when we get that the reality is that we are God manifesting as human being, and our journey is to bring that human and divine together. Our opportunity is. That's how we make the world better. It's hard for me to fill in all the blanks there because I don't know. I want to know what's going to happen. But with Babs, amazing things have happened. Oh my gosh, we went to her last obedience class Friday, and there were 5 women. We're called, I wish I had a badge, we're called puppy raisers. And there were 5 women there that took me out to lunch afterwards. Some of them have had as many as 10 of these dogs and let them go. It is an amazing, amazing organization. And some of them gave me gifts, and they gave her great big dog cookies and all that kind of thing. And then one woman gave me a gift, which is really Kleenexes, which probably I've used more of them. There are a lot in the trash now for sure, but they're precious to me. And people have been calling me, and one of the women told me that she wants to go to the office with me on Monday so that I'm not driving back by myself. And then this afternoon, this just fell in my lap, this afternoon right after the service. I'm going to take Babs over to a friend's house, and we're going to do a Buddhist service for her. We're going to chant, we're going to do, which I am just so honored, and she's just sleeping here, she's just being Babs for sure. And it's wonderful to know that so many people, and this is truly how we make the world a better place, for sure. And then one more thing. I don't want to take anything from here, but I've already told you I'm getting another puppy. His name is Oreo, a male. And they told me he's very special. And I go, yeah, very special for me. And the deal is they're very careful with their breeding programs, They know the genetics and all this kind of stuff. But Oreo is a yellow lab, and he's got 2 black stripes right there. And he's about 9 weeks old. Now, amazingly, he's 9 weeks old, and he's already gone through 2 obedience classes. Come on. I mean, they start early. I'm learning a lot about this. And the woman who has Oreo right now, she's going to have him until for another month or so, because she's excellent with the puppies. The peeing and the pooping and all that kind of stuff. I hope he gets over that for sure. But she is bringing him over to my house on Tuesday, the day after Bab leaves, so that I get the sense that it's all going to be okay. So Babs, I absolutely love you, and I love that I've been able to bring her here. And now Oreo's going to be a puppy, so it may take a while before he will lay here. But I will bring him whenever I can. But you see, the thing I got involved in my own story, but it's like when I said, I am peace in the middle of, an emotional breakdown, it was like, wow, there we are, claiming who I am. And what it does to us and what it will do to the world when we claim who we are. So if you'd like to just take a moment and go inside of you and know that right there is peace. Inside of you, inside of me, is joy. Inside of each one of us is prosperity and health and beauty and power. And we let go of anything other than that and claim the I am of the God that is us, as us, and is through us. I'm so grateful to know this truth, the truth that truly sets us free. And I'm grateful for coming together in groups like this so that we can celebrate the truth and remind each other. And now I let these words be and say absolutely, so it is, and so it is.
Well, Marilyn, you've done it again. I had a song chosen, and it's not the right one. So, as they say in the football world, I'm going to make an audible. I'm making a choice to change the song, and it's something that's very simple, and I think we were talking before the service, Marilyn, about I Am. This is another I Am song written by my good friends Glenn Rathel and Sue Riley. It's very repetitive, and I hope that you join in once you feel comfortable. It's called I Am Love. And yeah, I think it just really resonates with what Marilyn shared. You to sing with me. Let's sing I Am Joy. Voice of joy. Free to be the voice of joy. Free to be the choice. Free to be the choice of joy. I am peace. I am peace.
Thank you so much. One more time for Nathan as well. And thank you for calling that audible. It really resonated in the room. Am I right? Yeah, it was beautiful. Okay, so we now come to the time in our gathering where you can support our spiritual community through your freely given love offerings. I was sitting back there and I was thinking, I'd like to say something to get you to give more. And I don't really have any magical words. I just really want to say that, back in the it was early 1980s, dare I admit, I came here. The average gift was, like 5, 10, some people gave 20. This is now almost 40 years later. And I just ask everybody to kind of do the math internally as to how we might adjust that for inflation, because I really like what we do here. I really like the way that we connect, and it's helpful. It's helpful for everybody to support the community. So please know, whatever amount is appropriate for you, give it with an open heart and know that it makes a difference. It really does make a difference, and we really, really appreciate it. So please always remember, whatever amount, give it with an open heart and know that in some way it must come back to you. You can't outgive God, and you can't violate the laws of the universe, which are cause and effect. When you give, you create a cause which must be answered. And so, thank you. So now, our offering statement altogether. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. And may we all be blessed. If you're here in person, please drop off your donation with the ushers as you exit the sanctuary. To donate online, simply click on the donate link in your chat window, which will allow you to give via all major credit cards. You can also give via e-transfer, which can be addressed to donations at unityofvancouver.org. Once again, if you're on Zoom or YouTube, you'll find a donate link in your chat window. And whether you're here in person or online, please know we really appreciate you and your financial support. May you be happy, healthy, safe, blessed, and abundant. And coming up, wow, we have a week with something for everyone. This may, in fact, be the busiest week that I have seen since we reopened following the pandemic. This Monday evening, you're invited to join Fern Logan and Ruth Fleming in this month's Ceremony Circle, which will reconnect you with nature and explore how various cultures prepare to welcome spring. You can expect meditation, new insights, and meaningful conversation in a safe, inclusive, and welcoming environment. It'll be in the lower hall, doors open at 6:45, and the circle will start at 7 p.m., and pre-registration is appreciated. And coming up on Wednesday night, we'll be kicking off Enlightened Manifestation Made Simple. This new course is focused on better understanding the principles that govern co-creation, ranging from intention to meditation to the quantum physics underlying all that we are and all that happens in this world, and more. This class challenges certain key aspects of the secret and the law of attraction. I think we're evolving in our understanding of this specific phenomena, our ability to create, and it will provide you with a proven and, I believe, far more reliable approach to manifesting positive change in your life. The class is taught by myself and is based on my book, Metaphysical Millionaires. This course is by donation and will officially start on Wednesday, January 24th. That's this Wednesday evening. We'll be live in person here in the sanctuary from 7:30 to 9 p.m. And on Thursday, January the 25th, we are excited to introduce Explore Your Inner Being, a new experiential program designed to evoke self-discovery and heightened awareness of body, mind, and spirit. The program will be led by Anne-Marie Wright, Margaret McLeod, and Terry Collette. Explore Your Inner Being will meet every second week beginning on Thursday, January 25th. That's this Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. on the lower level. Dates for the upcoming classes will always be posted on the website at unityvancouver.org. And finally, on Friday, January the 26th and Saturday, January 27th, we will be hosting another Enneagram Level 1 workshop hosted by the renowned local performer, TJ Daw. This powerful workshop gives you a lens for understanding your human gifts and challenges through a combination of multimedia clips, lecture, discussion, and exercises. We'll explore what makes each of the 9 different personality types tick and how we can relate to ourselves and others with more compassion and curiosity. Now, there will be an online information session on Zoom before the workshop begins on Tuesday, January the 23rd. So if you're curious what it's all about, you're curious what the facilitator is like, you can get a free sample on the evening of Tuesday, January the 23rd, and you can get more info and all the details, of course, at unityofvancouver.org. Today's affirmative prayer chaplains are Barb Richards, Mike Richards, Melba Burns, and on Zoom, Lori Milenka. Would those present please stand? These folks will hold space with you and hear whatever it is that you would like to pray for. They will pray with you. And they've been remarkably well and consistently trained in doing it in a way that is at once effective and heart-opening. Simply come up to the front after all the music is finished, and they will pray with you. And of course, keep everything in absolute confidence. So they're pledged to that. And I do want to say that sometimes people be like, well, what kind of things can we pray for? You can pray for anything. You can pray for the health of a friend or a loved one, a relative. You can pray for your own health. You can pray for something you'd like to have happen, a new job that you'd like to get, any change that you would like to have manifest in your life will be made more probable through the prayers that happen here, through these prayer chaplains. So you're invited to do that after the service. Just come up to the front and take a seat, and after the music finishes, the chaplains will hold space with you on an individual basis. And of course, please join us downstairs after the service for coffee, tea, and conversation. So now, as we bring our gathering to a close, please stand and let us together say our prayer for protection. All together now. Light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, as Marilyn said, God is, and all is well. Please remain standing for the peace song.